Evangelion characters if you look close.
Probably them. Yeah, it's like the face structure and all that nonsense.
I guess he did.
Yeah.
He also did the Summer Wars character design. He probably did a bunch of Hosoda designs.
Man, I love Summer Wars. We should watch Summer Wars next week and review it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host and most, Sam the Bomb. And of course with me every week is Danny.
Does anybody have walnuts?
And Nick.
Time waits for no one.
And we were planning on the podcast and we're like, hey, we should watch The Girl Who Leapt Through Time and talk about that. And we did. So that's what we're doing. Woo! Yeah, dude, if you listen to our Belle review from a couple weeks ago, that is literally what we're planning on the hashtag playing on the podcast. Everyone take a shot.
Woo, woo.
And now we watch The Girl Who, well, rather rewatch, because we had all seen it, but we were like, man, I haven't seen that movie in a minute.
In a hot minute.
And so we're gonna watch that, or we did watch it, and we're gonna talk about it today. Mamoru Hosoda doing it at Madhouse before, working on his other film, starting Studio Chizu, and all that good stuff. So yeah, very excited. It was actually super sick. I was like, wow, this movie's actually super dope. I totally forgot how dope this movie was. I mean, I didn't totally forget, but I was like, I was almost taken aback when we were rewatching it. I was like, oh man, this movie is super dope. But yeah, let's just dive right in, dude. Let's do it. Before that, though, okay, links.animesummit.net. That's where you can go and do all the good stuff, do all the fun stuff, of course. And Manga Book Club on Discord, you should join. You can find that on links.animesummit.net. Manga Book Club is super fun right now, so you should come through. I also want to give a shout out to the new patron, Martin H, because they became a patron like 2-3 weeks ago, and I didn't see it. So Martin, I am very sorry. This whole episode is for you. Shout out to the new patron, Martin. But yeah, let's do it, dude. Listener question of the week, Nick.
This is from our patron who's named Danny.
It's me.
If you had the ability to time travel, how would you use that? And would you be selfish, or what would you do with it? We would all be selfish, right?
I would be mad selfish, yeah. I would, and maybe not selfish in the way like most people probably think, but just like in the way where who, and I don't know who. If tell me if you guys think about this. I desperately want to have a double cheeseburger from McDonald's from the 90s.
A double cheese.
I know it's gonna hit different. You know what I mean? And Taco Bell's.
Yeah, because when you were a kid, everything tasted better. Everything was better.
No, sure, but it probably tasted better in general.
Also,
so
they probably changed the ingredients and made it shittier somehow.
That's what I mean. And it got smaller over time. Like the Big Mac has gotten smaller over time.
They took out some of the microplastics. Now it doesn't taste as good.
I know Taco Bell's meat hit better back then. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I don't know. I would do all that stuff, and I would go to, I don't know. I would probably find some rundown mom and pop electronics store or something that nobody knows about, and buy all kinds of old video game consoles and stuff like that. And the reason I say that is because I would want to disrupt the time flow somewhere that nobody really knows about. Because if I do it from a Target or a Walmart that's still here today, I feel like that would fuck up the future way too much. I don't know, it'd probably fuck up the future regardless, but I would do selfish shit like that. I would get I would try all the fast food places.
Some would be going to all the Blockbusters.
All the Blockbusters, and I would go to Hardee's before Carl's Jr. bought them, because I remember it being delicious, because they bought it when I was 7 or 8 years old. Which, of course, I didn't know that's what they did back then. But anyway, that's what I would do. I would do all that dumb shit.
That's some Girl Who Leapt Through Time level of changes you'd make there. She's like, I'm going to take a longer nap.
Yeah. What would you guys do?
I thought Danny was going to jump in. I would watch every movie.
Yeah, because Nick hasn't watched I haven't seen anything.
I'd watch all the real movies, and then I'd never become an anime fan.
That actually would suck. Then I hope Nick doesn't become.
No,
one of those
dude,
people
I would
that-
just go through middle school over and over again and just keep playing Halo.
Oh yeah.
Oh
there
my
you go.
god.
Fuck y'all.
You could do that. That'd be hilarious.
You're like, you could do that.
That'd be
No.
funny.
Okay, like if we're real talk Bitcoin, come on. But like,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
not counting
yeah.
like stuff like that. Like, let's just talk about fun stuff, you know. Bitcoin is
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
No, it's not. Everybody shut off the podcast when I said Bitcoin.
Oh, we're done.
What fun stuff would we do?
Yeah.
I'd bang all
No,
the
I mean-
whores.
I would too do that probably, right? Because like, remember when everyone's like, "That's never gonna catch on," and then look what happened. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I would probably go back in time and invest a little more.
Oh,
like,
Danny, that's boring.
start out young.
That's Bitcoin.
No. Nah, I'm not. I don't do that shit.
but you mean
What
invest a
fun
little
stuff
more
would
in-
you do, Danny? No, what fun stuff?
What fun stuff?
Yeah, like would you go to McDonald's and have a Big Mac because they were bigger back then?
I mean, if we're talking about food, then I'd probably want to try like the burgers before, like the burgers that were made before McDonald's came. Like the brothers that actually made the McDonald's burger.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
and they
sick
still had
food.
like human meat inside the burgers and stuff.
Yeah. Well, no, not human meat. What the hell?
Danny,
You
go
would
read
go
the
to-
jungle.
You would go to that San Bernardino like location, McDonald's Brothers location, yeah. Pay 15
Yeah.
cents for a cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke, and then
Yeah.
I would definitely try that.
You'd give them
Yeah.
like $1 from 2010, and they'd be like, "What?"
They'd be like, "What do you mean? What is this?" Yeah, see that would suck. That would suck. Where would you go to? Where would you go to like exchange your money for like past? I don't know. Yeah, that'd be
Well,
fun.
you just
Anyway.
assume that your shit would be set up right. I don't know.
Oh, true. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows?
Like I just ask them what the Wi-Fi password is.
It'd be
And they'll be like, "What's Wi-Fi?"
it'd be really weird going back there and saying just like all kinds of like today's slang.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Wow, that's really neat," and I'd be like, "That's what I'm saying is raw as fuck, right?" Anyway,
They're like, "Look at
And
that."
then you'd be,
look
and
at
then
that
you
girl's
look, you
shirt." I'd say bus.
you'd be
bussy.
looking at someone's outfit, and you'd be like, "Yo, nice drip," and they're like, "What?"
is there a leak? Yeah.
Everybody sounds like a 19th century British person.
Nick is back there going, "Dude, look at the dumpy." All right. Anyway. All right, Danny. What's the waifu in his main
I'm
do?
bussin'.
Yeah.
Waifu. Oh my god. Waifu is Makoto Kono, who's our main character, and husbando is Chiaki Mamiya.
Mommy.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude.
No, that is right. That is right. It just sounds like mommy. So, all right.
Mami.
Yeah, let me take you on a little stroll of what we got going on.
Gather around the fireplace as Sam tells us a story.
around the fire, children.
acorn or whatever nut she had.
I think it was a walnut.
Walnut.
Girl Who Lived Through Time, Studio Madhouse, directed by Mamoru Hosoda. Music by Kiyoshi Yosoda and Hanako Oku. Script by Satoku Okudera. Animation directed by Hiroyuki Aoyama. Shout out. Based on the 1967 novel The Girl Who Soared Through Time, or The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, by Yasutake Tsutsui. Yeah, dude. Makoto Kono is in her last year of high school, but is having a hard time deciding what to do with her future. In between enduring the pressure of her teachers and killing time with her best friends, Makoto's life suddenly changes when she accidentally discovers that she is capable of leaping through time. And by leaping through time, we mean she doesn't travel time. She leaps through it. So herself is still aging and going, but she's able to jump through it to to 30 minutes ago. She doesn't travel back 30 minutes before. She goes to 30 minutes before. You know what I mean? So they kind of explain that in a little bit. But
It's like
It
it's
is-
like Avengers Endgame.
It's like Avengers Endgame. It
All
is
time
like,
travel is an ass pull. Just accept it. Like nothing is gonna make sense.
I mean, yeah, that was. I was like right away when that movie started. I was like, oh, they're gonna go through time. Anyway, being that time travel is the center of this movie, which is like that's time travel stories in general. They can be hit or miss, but I think this one did it really well. Plus, it's on a smaller scale, kind of, so that probably helped. But it is a loose sequel to the 1967 novel. And it shares the basic premise of a young girl who gains the power to time travel and repeatedly relives the same day in a time loop or jumping through the loop. But with a different story and characters, okay? That being said, there's a part in it. There's a few parts in it where the main character, Makoto, visits her aunt, Kazuko Yoshiyama, and she's the main character in the book. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't read, so I
that's
don't know.
neat.
No, that's just
That makes
something
sense.
that's just something I remembered when I read about this a long time ago. Because like when I first got Netflix, there was a live action movie of The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, and I thought it was an adaptation of this anime film, but it's actually like it's called Time Traveler: The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, and it's like a completely different story. But like, yeah, each like different thing they make. There was a 97 film, there's a 2002 film, there was the anime film in 2006, the 2010 film, there's a stage play. Every story is a different thing, right? And it's kind of loosely connected to the previous thing and whatever. So, but yeah. I thought that was kind of neat. This one has a little bit more connection to the original novel as opposed to the other ones. But, yeah, dude. What did you guys... Initial thoughts? What did you guys think? 2006, man.
Wasn't
And
it
the animation was-
2007?
I was 16 years
2007,
old.
wasn't it?
I think in America it was
Oh
2007.
no. Yeah. That's right.
But, yeah, in Japan it was 2006.
Japan 2006. Yep.
But yeah, for the animation at the time, it won the Japan Academy Prize for Animation of the Year. It was licensed in.
What else came
produced
out
by
in 2006?
it was licensed, produced in Kadokawa in 2008, and Funimation in 2016. I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I didn't think to look. I can find out though.
Paprika came out in
shit.
2006.
Oh, shit.
Why didn't that win?
Yeah,
maybe it won some
shit.
different awards.
Tales from Earthsea came out.
Code Geass, right? That's a TV
Let's see
show.
what else movies.
Yeah, code bitch ass.
Movies.
Just in terms of movies.
There's a Naruto movie that came out. There was Pokemon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea. There was a Digimon movie. Digimon Savers 3D.
Oh yeah. That's when Digimon kind of started to get unpopular because I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, dude. So, what are your initial thoughts on The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, though?
Danny, you go first.
I mean, it's definitely at least for me, I actually don't remember what my first initial thoughts when I watched it, but after watching it again, I fairly enjoyed it. I mean, there are a few plot holes that didn't really make sense, especially towards the end. And I mean, there were some parts that I felt that I felt like some parts weren't really needed in order for the movie to continue, kind of thing. So, but I mean, it was fine. It definitely is a highlight of Mamoru Hosoda's like work, and especially for all his future works that came after The Girl Who Leapt Through Time as well.
Okay, Nick, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so
Did you like it?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
hate it?
I think I'm not like a
Did you
I'm
even
not
watch
really a Momo
it?
Hosoda fan anymore, or I don't think I ever really was. I'm just like really thinking about it. It's like I've never really like thought about his stuff too much. Even though I like what he makes, I like all of his movies, but I don't love them. Does that make sense? It just
Yeah, I think you're tripping, but yeah.
Yeah, I probably am.
Same.
You know, I just feel like it's. How do I explain this? Like the time travel time travel by itself is kind of a. It's kind of a downside for me a lot of times.
Oh, okay.
So you have to do it like perfectly, and even if you do, it's still there's
it's
still
not
going to be
Steins
like a
Gate,
million
it's not
plot
for
holes,
Nick.
and you know, it makes things feel a little bit cheap. But at the same time, she had a limited amount of time she could do this. And there's some cost to it, but it's like low stakes. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, let's see. So, I liked Wolf Children. I liked the Digimon movie. I liked Belle, but like I didn't love. I didn't. None of them are my favorite movies. Mirai was okay. You know, like it just doesn't have the what do you call it? Like the high ceiling that some other stuff might have. But it's good. I'd recommend it. I think Girl Who Left Her Time is better for like maybe a younger audience. I don't know. Am I too fucking old now?
Waves fist at the air.
Am I the problem? No, it's the children who are wrong.
No, it's the children who are wrong.
I think I'm just out of it right now. I think I'm just out of the anime mode. And I apologize, Sam, because video games are way better than anime, okay? They're a sickness. It's a disease, video games. I've been on that mode lately, so... Also, I was out of town last weekend, and I'm totally out of it.
Yeah, Nick is still hungover. He partied hard, dude. You should have seen
No,
it.
I'm not.
It's crazy.
I'm just
No,
out
he's
of
not.
it.
He's not. I'm just kidding. I'm curious though, Danny. What were because I might have missed it, but like, what were the plot holes that you're talking about?
Time travel.
Well, I mean, the whole where Chiaki kind of... Okay, by the way, spoilers.
Do we want to just... Okay, before we do that, why don't we just give a quick like run through of the basic plot summary in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Like, what are the basic events?
That's not going to happen. First of all, that's not going to happen in 30 seconds. But second of all,
it easily
I can try. Okay, well, then you better let me do it.
Yeah,
because
I'm going to let you do it because you guys paid more attention than I did. I watched the movie twice, and like it just like flowed past me. I know it's a good movie.
It basically it's like most of it takes place in or around the school, the baseball field or park by the school, and her house, Makoto's house. Okay, so she wakes up and is late for school, and some things happen. She's kind of figuring out what to do. She's late for everything the rest of the day. She's supposed to do some student council stuff, and she brings these journals up to a science lab. The first 15 minutes are basically building her up to be how much of a klutz she is. Okay, she's kind of a yutz. She'd be tripping. So she slips in the science lab and she hits her elbow on a walnut. Then she was supposed to deliver these peaches for her mom, and she's going down this hill in which at the bottom of this hill a train comes through, and her bike brakes don't work, and she hits the bar and flips over in front of the train, and she's like, I'm gonna fucking die, right? And then she wakes up and discovers that was she in the science lab again? I totally forgot already. But like, she basically woke back up and was like, oh shit, I thought I was gonna die. And she discovers that she has the power to jump through time. That's pretty much it. So like the whole entire day, she spends like redoing things for little things like, like, oh, if we're having that for dinner, can we have teppanyaki?
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh, we had that a couple days ago. So she literally jumps back to a couple days ago to have it, and then jumps back to the day or whatever. But
yeah, she uses on frivolous
She also
things.
she goes back in time to do karaoke for like several hours.
Yeah, they're like, how long have you been singing? 10 hours.
Yeah, which is pretty hilarious because like
that's not possible in real life. Your voice would go out, but
no, yeah,
maybe going back in time resets her voice. I bet it does.
Well, she did come home and was like, we're like, oh, why does your voice sound so hoarse? And she's like,
yeah, it's like, I've been singing karaoke, and they're all like, really, for how long? And she's like, only an hour, and they're all like, what? How's that possible?
right. And yeah, she because like you pay for how much time, and they call the booth, and they're like, "You only have 5 minutes left," and she's like, "Oh, it's already over." So then she keeps jumping back, and then
She's like, or do we?
"Or do we?"
Which, by the way, I do miss that karaoke. Back in Jersey, there were like those private rooms that you.
Well,
would
they
do
got them
karaoke
everywhere.
in,
There's
and I miss them
karaoke everywhere.
So much. At bars, not like private rooms like
the
that.
private booth.
Yeah, just fucking buy some shit and use it in your home. GG.
Wow.
The
Yeah, it's
same.
not the same.
God, they get so much fun, you guys. But yeah, no, that's the basic idea. But it come to find out later, that walnut was the thing that gave her that power. It like is a device that that comes from the future, and somebody from the future brought it there. And when you touch it a certain way or whatever, it charges you with how many times you can leap through time. And with all the day's mishaps and everything, some things come to like a head, you know, kind of like some issues arise, like, you know, her actions affecting other people, that kind of thing. And there's a part where her other friend Kosuke borrows her bike and is going down that same hill.
Oh my god, that is like such a tragedy.
And, well, I mean, yeah, spoilers, not really. But, like, I guess we're going to spoil because it's a fucking old movie. But, like, that tragedy didn't happen, thankfully. But, like, you know, it just, like, it's I guess I won't spoil who the person from the future is. But, like, that's basically it. And she kind of discovers, like, it's kind of coming of age, too, because she's, like, as she's doing all this, you know, she's kind of wondering, like, what do I do after high school? After we all move apart from each other, what do we do? That kind of thing. And so that part's kind of nice. But yeah, that was longer than 30 seconds. But yeah.
Oh, we were talking about it. So there's a painting in this movie. And I don't remember what the significance was.
The painting was because the person who from the future.
Is it like
the
a
person
Dorian
who
Gray
came back
painting?
from
Like, what is it?
who came from. No,
Oh.
the person who came from the future wanted to look at this painting
That was it?
because in their time it's destroyed. So they traveled back in time to look at that painting and like kind of engrave it into their memories so that they can go back to their timeline since it's destroyed in their
I know, but why
timeline.
this painting? What's the significance of it?
Well, that's the plot hole that I was about to refer, is that like why do they want to, what is the significant meaning? Why is this painting so important to this person that they have to go back in time
I wouldn't say
to look
I
at
wouldn't
this
say it's
painting?
a plot hole. I think it's just a missing detail. Yeah, he never said, you know, why. They never said
yeah,
why.
there's
They
probably
came
some
back
kind
to-
of subtext you got to analyze there.
Forget
I
what
know
the name
that
of the painting was called.
the first time you see the painting is when she visits her Aunt Kazuko, they like.
Yeah, because her aunt is restoring it. That's
Her aunt is the
why
person
it
restoring
was-
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Who is
okay. It was during the
who was
time
the
of
original
war and
MC and-
famine. Okay. It's
Yeah.
inspire peace and hope. And okay, so Chiaki comes from the future where the world's going to end. Okay.
You just spoiled who the person was. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You said we're spoiling! Fine.
Oh yeah, that's
Edit
right.
that out.
I did say that. I did say that.
It's Chiaki!
Okay. Anyway.
That's kind of true with a lot of time travel. It's like they come back in time to stop the world from ending. That's pretty much how it always goes. Like Steins Gate, they did that. Avengers Endgame, they did that.
Yeah.
Back to the Future, I don't know.
So
He just wanted to bang his grandma or something.
she did say that to her at the beginning when she's showing her the painting. But that part is like comes after. So like she tells Chiaki like, "Oh, by the way, it's just being restored right now, so you can see it in a little bit." And whatever. So
And then that's when he was all like, "Well, I can't wait
because I got to
because I have to go. I have to leave. I'm going to disappear."
So what so I guess what's the plot hole then? Because that doesn't really sound like a plot hole. It just sounds like a missing detail.
Well, I mean, to me that is kind of a plot hole because like, why did he come back? like literally what's the meaning and why is the painting important to him?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's just
So-
one of those like
That's a
cheesy
missing-
anime things where it's like, I just want to see you smile. Like it's because like the painting
Yeah.
isn't gonna save his future, right? It's just like he
No,
wants to look
no.
at it. Like,
He just wanted to look at it. Yeah.
would you just look at it?
Yeah, I think
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's like.
It's not really that big a deal, but
Why would you go back? But why would you go back in time just to look at a
Yeah,
painting?
yeah,
Like
I feel
I
like
don't
I'm
know
missing
about.
something.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you of all people know certain pieces of art has a much deeper meaning for you. Because I know that's what happens to me when I look at
Oh
paintings.
yeah, absolutely
and
it
all that
does.
kind of stuff.
I mean,
So I don't just want to look at a painting just to look at it.
I'm sure it was pretty implied that it did have a deeper meaning for him. He just never really said the exact reason why, which again, I don't think ruins the plot or leaves a hole in the plot. I think it's just a missing detail. But like,
Okay, so I'm
Um,
reading on TV tropes. It's called fridge brilliance. It's where you open the door to the refrigerator and the light dawns on you, I guess, when you figure out the meaning of the painting, which we kind of discussed already. But
Yeah,
Chiaki's
well, I mean-
aunt wanted to restore the painting.
Chiaki's-an does explain the meaning of it, but like, I don't particularly know how. I guess
He wants he just wants like motivation in the future. He wants something to keep him going in the future, I guess.
because it's supposed to give him hope. Yeah, I don't know. He kind of implies that
It's kind of a
something in
flimsy reason, but
He kind of implies that something in the future, something bad happens or something. I don't know, but like,
I would get it if it's
Um,
like it's Hitler's painting and he won't become bad if he's if his painting's there.
but yeah, I guess I'm with Danny in the sense that like it would have been cool if he said why. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like why is he bad? Like why did he travel through time?
I think it's just like a
specifically
romance
look at this
thing.
painting.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. Yeah, it's just like an anime cheesy like thing, I guess.
Because maybe the reason why didn't matter so much as it mattered. Whereas like he was supposed to just go see the painting and come and go home, but he ended up staying the whole entire summer. Because it's like June something when like you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
When the movie started, it was like in the summer.
Yeah, he came in the spring and like he ended up just staying and hanging out because you and Kosuke are fucking. I love you guys. You guys are sick, you know, like so. But yeah, maybe that's why. But like, also just real quick side note, I forgot to ask: did you guys watch the dub or sub?
I watched the dub.
I did the dub, I believe.
Okay, because I first watched it in the sub.
I assume the
So-
sub is good.
Yeah, that's the first time I watched it was at a friend's house at a anime themed party, which was super fun, by the way. I won Anime Jeopardy that night. Thank you very much. But yeah, like we watched.
How many Evangelion questions were there?
I think there was 2. Then there was like some gun. There was all kinds of
I
questions.
think I'd be really bad at anime trivia. I'm just so bad at trivia in general.
Oh no, you know what? I didn't win. I got second place. So I got the second place prize, but the first place prize guy traded prizes with me. Because he knew
so
how
you
much I
thought you won.
He knew how much I wanted the first place prize. Yeah. Shout out to that guy. That guy was sick. Okay, he was super nice.
He's
Okay.
probably like the ultimate nerd, like socks and sandals, like huge beard. Like you had no chance, Sam. Okay,
it was
Let's be honest.
it was the box set of Technolize. He's like, I really want Technolize.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I've never even heard of it. I want this.
Wait, you never
Ghibli
heard of it? I always
collection.
talk about it. I compare it to Aria because it's funny.
I didn't hear about it back then, you goof. Okay.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
sure.
Wait, when was this?
Yeah.
I thought this was like last week.
This is like 2010.
Oh,
That's when,
okay.
That's when I watched the movie. I'm talking about when I watched the movie the first time.
All
yeah.
right.
2008, 2007. I don't remember. But like, or it must have been 2008 because that's when it came to America. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I watched it in sub. So I decided to watch it in the dub this time around, and it's not that bad.
It's pretty solid. There's a lot of good actors
Whomst.
in the dub.
Emily Hurst does Makoto. Andrew Francis does Chiaki. Alex Zahara does Kosuke.
I love Andrew Francis's voice. Like his voice is so sexy.
He did pretty well, yeah. He did Dende's voice in the Canadian version.
Emily Hurst's thumbnail looks like Emma Watson from far away. Just saying.
He does Delandau's voice in the Escaflowne movie. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I know this guy. Dude, he's in the L Word. He plays Dana's brother in the L Word. Okay, that's actually sick. I did not know that he was a voice actor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then they go to Gay Pride, and he's like, "Can you tell our parents that I'm gay?" And she's like, "Yeah, dude, I'll tell them." By the way, he's gay. It's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's not
Yeah.
the same like 10 Funimation actors or whatever. You know, it's nice to have variety. I
That's
feel like
true.
anime movies usually have better dubs than TV shows.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely agree with that. But yeah, dude,
I don't recognize any of these names, by the way. Holy crap! I don't know enough. So
I only knew Andrew Francis and Emily Hurst. I don't know the other people.
the character designer was the same guy who worked on Evangelion, Sadamoto.
Oh,
That's why the characters looked a little bit like Evangelion characters if you look close.
probably them. Yeah, it's like the face structure and all that nonsense.
I guess he did.
Yeah.
He also did the Summer Wars character design. He probably did a bunch of Hosoda designs.
Man, I love Summer Wars. We should watch Summer Wars next week and review it.
He did the character design for Summer Wars and Wolf
Yeah,
Children.
so he's Hosoda's guy. He's his guy.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of kept
Ooh,
that
Robot Carnival
style.
too. All right.
Dude, Robot Carnival. We should do Robot
This
Carnival
guy,
too.
Sadamoto is a prolific character designer. He did Dot Hack. I'm just scrolling down.
Yeah, dude, he's been around.
He did the Great Pretenders character design too.
Yeah, dude.
I assume
freaking-
Nadia is on there too. Yeah, Nadia, because it's exactly the same as it's just
Yep,
Shinji,
Nadia.
but he's a chick.
Hiroyuki Aoyama, the animation director, dude, he did a lot of the explosion frames in Akira. And
Nice.
that's fucking sick to me. But yeah, he's dope, dude. Hiroyuki Aoyama's pretty goated, in my opinion. He also did a couple cuts in Mob Psycho as well. But freaking
The painting actually looks really funny now that I'm looking at it. I'll stop talking about the painting. It looks like it looks like nothing. It just looks like a piece of marble or something.
who is this? Yeah. It does look like it looks like some granite marble shit.
He's like, it gives me hope. Like, are you high?
It gives
dude?
me
Like, there's nothing.
But yeah,
it's nothing.
they even use the same scriptwriter as
like the Great Pretender. I get that one because they had a painting episode, right? Now that we talked
Yeah,
about
they
that,
did.
it was like, ooh, park bench.
Yeah.
All right, that's deep, bro.
Ooh, Bridge.
This one's just like, "Rah." Or like, what was it? Razafon had a painting. I mean, lots of paintings everywhere, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Didn't the Da Vinci Code? Didn't they try to steal some paintings and shit? I have no idea. I'm making that up.
The Da Vinci Code was like some Catholic cult shit.
Yeah, it was totally
And there
different
was-
than a
yeah.
painting. Just assume.
But no,
there's a
dude,
painting
like-
there.
They even use the same Satoko Okudera. She did the script for Wolf Children Summer Wars as well. I feel like she has a bigger resume than what Mal's telling me, but yeah, I mean it's all the same kind of people, you know. Done at Studio Madhouse, which I don't even know is really around anymore. Are they?
Wait, what? Of course they're around. They're just shittier.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
All the people went to Mappa.
Oh,
No, that's not true. That's not true. But I'm saying like Mappa.
but isn't Mappa like an offshoot? Yeah, Mappa's like an offshoot of Madhouse.
is like the modern day. Like they do all the shit. Because Madhouse like back in like the 2000s, they're doing everything.
They were doing some yeah. They
And
were
I mean, obviously
crazy
they're way
shit.
way older than that. But anyway,
Because they did like Trigun and or one of the studios that worked on Trigun rather, and No Game No Life, all that good stuff. Anyway, yeah, dude.
oh, they did like
I-
Vampire Hunter D, didn't they?
No, I thought that was
Yeah, they did
thought that
Bloodlust, Madhouse.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say something else. I thought that was something. Oh, they did Redline. Duh, fucking Redline, dude. Film is great.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
came out in 09, I think, right?
Yeah, Redline's good. I believe it was 09. Yes, you're right. 09. You got it. Sweet JP.
That's the only trivia I know is just like numbers.
Yeah, you don't know names. Just numbers. Yeah, dude, I really think, you know, if I'm thinking what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, I really think this is a definitely like if I had to put, it's like kind of like how we rank the giblets, you know, rank the giblet films a little bit, I guess. It kind of is like, I don't know, in Mamoru Hosoda's like repertoire or like, you know, resume of directing, I'm trying to think of where I would put it. And after rewatching it again, you know what I mean? And after watching Belle, I think it definitely still holds up. The animation for 2006 was really good. Okay.
Oh, it's a movie.
And then you had,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's a movie, right? So, but still, like compared to like, you know, Bakemono no Ko, let's say, or Belle, it's just like, I think it's really good. Because that's, you know, 14 some years ago now. You know what I mean? Or not 14 years
16.
ago. Sorry. 16. Yeah.
Wait.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, wait. Hold on. 10.
Math on the podcast.
Math on the podcast.
Dude, remember when I tried to do that basketball math and I'm like, you'd have to shoot the ball 60,000 times. I was just like way off. Like,
oh, yeah, that's right.
like that's impossible.
I don't remember what episode that was.
I just went full
hilarious.
smegu for a second.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
There's somebody posted it, I think it was in our Discord, about like Shaq talking about like filling up your gas tank. He's like, no, you don't fill it up from the bottom. You just wait till it gets halfway, and then put in $20. And he just kept going. He's like, it's cheaper that way. Trust me. They're like, dude, we're still paying the same.
Oh man, but yeah, like the background artist Shuichi Hirata, he did like Cowboy Bebop the movie.
Oh yeah, great
Ghost
backgrounds.
in the Shell. Yeah, Jinro, Innocence. This guy is like Tekken Kinkri. This guy is like the movie.
Oh yeah, Tekken
background
Kinkri
guy.
came out the same year.
That's right. But yeah, like this guy is the background movie artist guy. Spriggan, Dirty Pair the movie, Lupin the Third, Hemingway Paper no Nazo, A Science, Bakuin Campus, Ozanari Dungeon, which I've never heard of. Oh, it's an OVA. It's an OVA. Ozanari Dungeon. That looks kind of cute. Anyway, yeah, I think all around, this is a very solid film. It should be like definitely on the list of things to watch if you're doing like a Hosoda watch through of all his stuff.
Well, yeah,
you know,
it's one of the things he made.
It's one. Oh yeah, I mean, some people might be like, oh, it's not Studio Chizu or whatever, but like, that doesn't matter in my opinion because it's a very Hosoda movie. Even in the parts where like Makoto's traveling through like that place outside of time, and it has like all the time things and the watches, and it's like all virtual and shit.
Yeah, his like his Hosoda internet theme.
the Hosoda internet thing, like even the outline of Makoto is like drawn red, and there's all the 3D CG stuff around her, and yeah, it's like when you feel like Diaboromon's gonna pop out on the side. Yeah, like it, or fucking King Cosmo's gonna come through and Bunnyface Johnson, everyone. But no, seriously, I think it's a very solid movie, and I've been kind of talking this whole time, so my bad. I've been Bogarting again. But like, what do you guys have any final thoughts or anything else you want to say about? You know, now that kind of Danny mentions that part where he doesn't really say why he saw the painting or why he wanted to see the painting, I think
we sat too much on that point.
We did a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm wondering if that knocks it down for me, and I don't think it does. But what do you guys?
I just chalk it up to cheesy anime plot. You know, I mean,
I still think it's a good movie regardless on, you know, kind of. I do feel like that the end, like close to the end of the movie, it started to become a little messy. I don't know if it's because of how Makoto was a little bit like panicking because she only had like one time to time leap and everything. So, but I mean, to me, it doesn't really affect on like how much I did enjoy watching the movie.
Sure. Yeah, they did the anime thing where it's like they had the start down like perfectly, really good. You know, first act, second act was pretty good, and then they're like, oh shit, we got to end this movie, and they do the anime thing where they're like panicked. So.
I guess I didn't notice how messy it was, or if it was messy at all to me. It didn't seem that way to me.
I'm not a very good dude. I'm thinking that's like I'm not a very good analyst. Like my analyst brain is like nothing. It's just like oatmeal.
I also feel like I feel like I
have
don't
to read
know
other
if it's
people's
because
analysis.
of I don't know if it's because I watched the movie in English, but when Chiaki was ready to leave because Makoto time leaped back so that Chiaki can get his one time leap back.
Yeah.
But when he like was saying goodbye and everything, he like went back to her and said, "I'll be waiting." It's all like that's weird, because if you're waiting for her, like, she gonna be old by the time it gets to your future.
Oh, dude, that's like
what are you waiting for her for? Like, I don't understand.
What other anime was that had a similar idea to that? I mean, lots of stuff have a similar idea to that.
I feel like Chiaki, I feel like the line for that, at least in the English, should have been something else. I don't know. To me, I feel like by him saying, "I'll be waiting for you," to me, that's implying that he's confessing his feelings to her.
He's grooming her.
I don't
The
know.
ultimate long
I just
con.
felt like that was a little weird.
Dude, imagine if you could. I should have said that, dude. I should have said I'd go back in time and groom people.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Ew.
No, I don't
That's
think...
kind of what he did, though.
I think that's what he meant is, I think he meant to say, like... Because they kind of, like... Because she realizes that she loves him.
Well, yeah, he kept asking her out. She's like, "Oh, crap," and she'd reset time.
Well, yeah, she kept resetting it so that she would prevent Chiaki from, asking her out and everything like that, because she couldn't handle that.
Right, and then she realized that she loved him, like, towards the end there. So I think it was kind of implied that's what
Take
he
that
meant.
as a lesson. The gaslighting works.
Yeah, but why confess your feelings when you're going back to your own time?
Because he's got nothing to
where
lose. She can't reject him.
I don't know how long of like a time leap between Chiaki's timeline and Makoto's timeline. For all we know,
He's in
that could
2022.
be 50 years.
It's 2022.
So by the time it gets to Chiaki's timeline, Makoto is probably much, much older than him. So
Right.
No, wait. He's older than she is.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she would be older than him by the time it gets to his present time.
Oh,
let's
I
say.
see what you're saying. So if that no, but
Yeah.
I got the sense that he went back in time and like he went back to his age back then. But I could be wrong. Is that not how that works? For
No,
him?
that's not how that works, because you
No.
jump through
Okay,
it.
well maybe he just likes
Yeah.
MILFs, dude.
I mean, it's very
He's
much like
grooming a MILF, dude. Reverse grooming. It's genius.
reverse.
my
It's
God.
like it's very much like the Captain America Peggy Carter thing.
A little bit.
He wakes up in the future, and Peggy Carter's like old and kind of in bedridden a little bit, and then he visits her, and
He's
and
like,
she
"Oh,
passes
you're
away.
old. Gross."
and then he kisses.
kidding.
Then he kisses her niece, and it's kind of weird. Anyway,
Dude, shout out to
Like-
Marvel. We're talking about that
fucking
half
Sharon
the time.
Carter.
Dude, I've been on a Marvel kick lately. I gotta say.
But yeah, I bet you it's something like, I don't know, maybe she's like 30 by the time.
That's old. That's
I don't
that's
know.
grandma age.
If he is like, what, 17, 16,
Yeah, how old are they?
and she's 30, I mean, they have to be like in their second year of high school, because the teacher is talking about, you have to think about your future, this and that and the third, blah blah blah. So they're either probably between
They're in high school. Yeah.
the end
17,
of
17.
their second year of high
I just
school.
looked it up. It's 17.
Well, as I had said when I read the synopsis from Mal at the beginning of this episode, they're in their last year of high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he figured
So
it
they're
out.
like
He's
17,
reverse grooming her.
18.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Niggas like 10 out of 10 movie, reverse grooming.
I love it, dude. That's progressive.
God damn it. Dude. This is the future that liberals want, reverse grooming. No, dude.
Wait, is it wrong though? Is it?
Is when you're older, whatever.
If the older person's getting tricked by the younger person, maybe that says more about the older person.
I think you and Danny and Nick, I think that both of you guys are thinking way too much into it. I don't think it's that serious.
Yeah, you're supposed to turn off your brain like I do and just enjoy it.
Well, it doesn't even.
I did enjoy it.
I mean, those, in my opinion, those details, I don't think they matter too much. It's about the time that she has now.
Yeah, she has a finite
now that she's decided her
time.
future. Now that she's decided her future, she's able to enjoy now, because the whole
yeah.
like,
live in the moment.
The whole slogan of the movie is "Time waits for no one."
That's what I said at the intro.
That's what Nick said at the intro.
I like how I said that, and it's like, bro, I fucking waste so much time. It's not even funny. Honestly, if I went back in time, I'd waste even more time just to stick it to the man,
Just to stick it to future Nick. Yeah.
I'd stick it to the time gods. I'd be like, fuck you. Look at this. Doing nothing.
Just for funsies, I'm going to tell people it's Tuesday for 5 days straight.
Be like Groundhog Day. I'd fucking drive trucks off cliffs and stuff. Well, that was fun.
All right.
Hop. I'm gonna give my final impression, and this is from the Anime News Network. Justin Savakis review from 2007. Oh, Justin Savakis, good follow on Twitter, by the way. He still posts. He's very active. Okay, so he says, as Makoto jumps, she learns more and more about what people around her are thinking and how much of a self-absorbed bubble she's been living in. The lessons she learns about herself and her friends are heartwarming and triumphant. If only the conclusion could have taken the ball and run with it, we could have had a masterpiece, but instead we have to settle for great. Like Makoto, we'll just have to deal with it. See? That's kind of what I was saying. That's exactly what I said. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. That was well said, though. Like, yeah, because, like, she's going through time traveling, just doing, like, trivial, like, high school shit that honestly doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. It doesn't, but it does. But, like, she learns more about herself and other people. She gets a little bit of empathy from that, because as we know, children lack all empathy. They're monsters. And, that's kind of the lesson of it. And reverse grooming is okay. That's my add-on.
I don't think that's right.
Justice Vegas. He didn't say anything about reverse grooming. That was my line.
All right, Danny. What about you? Final thoughts before we score?
I'm joking, by the way. I don't even understand it. That's like a philosophy thing. Is reverse grooming okay? Listeners, let us know.
No, everyone. Okay, guys, like. Shut up,
dude. That's
all right, Danny. Go ahead, please, before Nick makes another reverse grooming joke.
That's the whole theme.
No, it's not. Danny, please hurry up.
Anyway, although I did enjoy this movie, like I said, I really enjoyed watching it. There are definitely certain points where I was at the edge of my seat, like, oh my gosh, I forgot that this was gonna happen. Like,
why
what's
would they
gonna
put
happen?
a train at the bottom of a hill?
Well, it wasn't at the bottom.
I don't know.
Like
oh, we should mention
anyway.
The train is a metaphor for time, because the train's always on time, and they're about to crash into it. There you go. We said it.
Anyway, in the lines of all the other Hosoda movies that I have seen, this one isn't one of my favorites.
Isn't or is?
Isn't. I said isn't.
Well, I'm going to say what I say every time we review Hosoda MILF. I was about to say MILF because it's Hosoda movie.
I got to
Hosoda MILF.
Hosoda is a MILF.
And I honestly think that you're both tripping, and y'all don't know shit.
It doesn't have any Face Johnsons.
2 out of 10.
Sounds like I need to rethink my life.
Wait a minute. No, like I think I see what you mean, but I don't see what you mean because I think you're a butt sniffer. And personally, I'd appreciate it if the both of y'all would ease up on my back about it. To be honest, so
never.
Fucking let's score it. I give it in terms of the other films, I probably give it. I don't know, man. I thought it was really sick. I really like this movie.
We should use objects for the numbers.
Okay, 8 baseball bats out of 10. Because they play baseball in it. A lot. Play ball. Game on. Okay,
There's no crying in time travel. Everybody go
that's a
watch
good
A League
movie.
of Their Own.
Great movie.
We should talk about that next week.
That'll be a cinematography.
Nick, you keep suggesting things for cinematography without realizing cinematography is already a thing.
Let's watch the entire Marvel canon.
You need to watch more movies and realize that me and Danny have been there.
Oh my
We were
God,
at the
we got to
club.
do Shrek. We got to do Shrek.
Okay, you can do that one without me because I'm not going to watch the worst movie in the world. Thank you.
And I'm not going to watch that either. So you can
If you
do
think
a solo
about
cast
it,
on that.
Batman, his parents are probably taking him to go see Shrek. Oh man, that was a tweet. Somebody posted it in our Discord.
Okay, Danny, what do you score it?
I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 7.5
Oh
walnuts.
damn it! You
out
stole
of
my
10.
walnuts.
Well, that makes sense for Danny because the one of the main guys in Sopranos is Polly Walnuts. She's Italian, so she has to,
There you go with the freaking Italian
Sopranos.
remarks.
Now you're doing cinematography, Sam, huh?
That's a show.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Well, it was on HBO, so it was kind of movie-ish. But anyway. Okay, Nick, what do you score it?
All right.
It had the money. It had the movie.
We've already said
money.
enough.
did have
I'm
a
gonna
movie
give
money.
it. I'm gonna give it a solid 6.9. Reverse time travel confessions out of 10.
That's not an object. You said we had to do
6.9
objects.
non-existent
You
confessions.
could do bicycles. Do
Oh,
bicycle.
bicycle!
Do
Damn it, that's a good one. Okay, 6.9 mangled train smashed bicycles out of 10.
Oh,
I knew Nick was gonna go there.
So-
I knew as soon
so
as
morbid.
I knew as soon as you said that,
So
Danny. I knew he was
morbid.
gonna be like 6.9 dead kids riding a bike and getting smashed by a
should've-
train.
I should have given him the walnuts, and I should have just done regular.
Yeah, you should have, Danny.
bicycles.
You stepped into this, okay? I was gonna keep it clean.
All right.
Dude,
Anyway,
the bike scene is great. That's like the famous scene from this where she crashes the bike over. She's floating in the time travel.
And yeah, and all
That's
the
probably
the
like
peaches are flying
yeah.
everywhere.
That's like the whatever you call it. I can't think right now.
iconic.
Yeah,
scene.
iconic. There you go. That's the iconic scene from this movie.
okay. Yeah, dude, great movie. Y'all should watch it. And I think it's a solid film. I think we all gave decent scores on it. If you are a fan of Hosoda's films, I think it's definitely up there. I think Mirai is still crappy and shitty and should have never been made, and I hope
That is definitely
He should
his
all give us-
most weakest movie
He
ever.
should
Mirai
literally-
means future.
Mamoru Hosoda should literally give everybody who's seen it $20 for having wasted our time watching
Well,
it.
the Ghibliotheque podcast interviewed him, and he said he's going to do an action movie. Okay, so maybe he'll do an action movie like what's his name? The guy who did Seven Samurai. Anyway, Hirosawa.
Okay. Hirosawa? It's like, where are you going?
It'll be an action movie with Face Johnsons.
Oh, dude, I'm in.
10.
What's going?
Sounds like it's already 10.
Done. Samurai cats. Let's do it.
Oh.
Samurai pizza cats.
Pizza? I was about to say.
Oh boy.
Dude, you should watch Girl Who Lived Through Time. It's really sick. And then let us know what you think of it.
I think
That being
we're
said-
underrating it. I think a lot of people like it more than we do, but
I definitely like it a lot. I just am like scoring it based on how much I like the other ones. But like, yeah, I definitely like it a lot. It's a great film. I do also recommend the 2010 live action film. That one is a little more dramatic than this one. The stakes in it are a little bit higher, like with the characters and what they're going through and stuff. I've never read the original novel, but anyway, that being said, let us know what you think of it. Hope you enjoyed listening. Thank you for listening every week. I love you guys for supporting us. It's gonna be coming up on like fucking 8 years or something soon.
wait,
It's
8?
very crazy
For us?
Yeah.
No.
for us.
We started in
Yeah.
2016.
Summer of 2015 we started.
Nuh-uh.
Yep. Yeah,
Was it
see, like it,
2015?
right?
No.
I remember because that's like, I didn't have a job.
Well, I know we didn't start doing seasonals until 2016.
Yeah, because I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, none of us did. Nobody fucking knew.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, but anyway, that being said,
When did Death Parade come out? Was that 2015? That was 2015, I think.
15.
Yeah.
Also Madhouse. But yeah, thank you for listening every week. I love you guys. I've been Sam. That's been Nick. That's been Danny. And we've been the Anime Summit Podcast.